Welcome to yoga on the last day of spring. High prana, high energy time. Come into your easy pose. In the gesture of calm, abiding, rest your hands on your legs where they rest in an easeful way that allows your spine to register that ease. So your nervous system relaxes and you can settle awareness towards your breath. This practice of stilling brings our mind into a concentrated, meditative place. As the breath moves with vibration, making no effort, just gently aligned and relaxed. When your attention has come to rest on your breath, we'll exhale a 1 and inhale for 2. Exhale for 3. Inhale for 4. Exhale for 5. Inhale 4. Exhale 3. Inhale 2. And exhale is 1. Meditation complete. Pranamasana. Pick up your elbows, press your palms, sitting tall, a little tone in your low belly, grounding into your legs. Press your hands until you feel some activation travel up your arms, maybe across your upper back, your shoulders, your chest. Some strength. Where do you feel the strength? You're not harming your hands, just pressing them into each other with evenness. It was a high prana day, so pranic poses like Pranamasana, lots of vibration. One more time, pressing. Exhale, soften and release to the gesture of gratitude, the handful of flowers, pinkies touch. And just feel the prana of the hands. Allow anything you'd like to welcome or be grateful for into your space. Breathing out one more time. Inhale. And release. Coming to standing, taking several rounds of breath to have your own journey there. Doing what feels good. Just be mindful about how you stand, take care of your body in the process. And as you bring yourself upright, ground the roots of your big toes, and that is where the earth energy enters the energetic body. The roots of the feet, soles of the feet, a powerful grounding tool. Standing tall and relaxed, and then bring your arms right by your sides, align your shoulders. Majestic mountain, tall and relaxed. Gaze settles down and centered. Ujjayi pranayama, ocean waves of breath. Roll your right shoulder in and behind your waist. Take your other arm up and gently bring your ear towards your shoulder. Soft touch, front and back, or up and back. One more time, just finding your range of motion nice and easy. with each shape, especially when you're doing some delicate work with the head. Release, roll your shoulder in, dive it behind your back, and come up and gently bring your ear towards your shoulder. Try to stand in a balanced way, not throwing your pelvis forward, not slouching. Try to find your samas, just like it sounds, same, even. Samastiti, equal standing. One more breath out. Maybe a little more space. Release with care. Come on down. Picking an apple off the tree, taking your left arm up into the air, and we do this thumb going out rotation. So you reach up high, lengthen that side, rise up as you like, and then imagine just giving a little twist with your hand at the end, rotation in the shoulder and the hand and the wrist, and then come down and release your arm. Other side, rise. So an external shoulder, continue external, spin your hand that way a little bit. Twist the stem of the apple, and then bring that apple down and release. Sun salutation, feet hip distance apart. So we'll do a few different ones today to show our gratitude for the radiant star. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, hinge forward from your pelvis, from your hips, and come on down. We'll just do the half sun first. So chin towards the chest, head down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, tummy strong. Inhale, rise and reach. And again, forward fold. Ardha Uttanasana, half lifting pose, long spine. Exhale, navel in. Let your knees bend, stand up, reach. Stretch your breath as well as your arms and your body. And exhale, slowly bring your arms back into Tadasana. Crossing the thumbs, fingers wide, classical style. Inhale, up and back. A little bit's fine, gaze down your nose. Pelvis back under, slowly go the other way, forward fold. Right leg back on Janiyasana's pose. A moment if you need to, spread cushioning. And so with this lunge, we need space to lengthen the hip flexors in the back leg. So have a moment to find where you feel good in the shape. Make sure you have some length in your low back. Knee towards the toes or more space between your foot and your knee. Something curious, something good. Stack your hands. They can stay, or inhale, upward reach. So adding this dynamic element to the shape. Stick your hands together, gaze down. Shoulders up. This is the only one that I know of that we practice where the shoulders come up. One more deep breath, press your feet. Exhale, release, back to center. Hands down, bring your legs back. Knees, chest, and chin. I've been working it with my forearms. My arms are long, I don't get it. Out to your belly, through the forearm position, lift your knees lower, and pull up into Cobra Spine, 5 breaths. Long. So I was looking too far forward to see you all. Downward face, long neck. Gently lengthen and strengthen. One more time. And release. Pressing into the mat with your elbows in. Peel up your belly, spread and fan out your fingers and walk in downward facing dog, 5 breaths. Do you need to bend your knees? Practice mindfulness, positive patterns. Work with yourself. The uplift in the low belly facilitates the stepping forward of the right leg. Coming to Anjaneyasana here. So taking time to find your spacing between your foot and your knees to have a sense of length in your left hip flexors, the front of the hip and leg. Check in low back, long tail tucking, hands stack, ground, stillness. Move your hands or inhale, stick them together so it's kind of like an interlace. Arms way up, gaze down. Now you need to use both legs to stabilize your hips. Very grounding. One more deep breath. Release. These actions, step forward, fold forward. Rise, cross your thumbs, spread your fingers gently back. And bring yourself back to Samastiti. Cross your thumbs the other way. We'll do the second side. Exhale, fold. Down to the ground. Left leg back to Anjaneyasana pose. Revolve this time. Left hand, right leg, right hand, left leg or behind the waist. 5 breaths. Mindful of your knee. It's okay for it to move towards the toes in this one, but keep it centering. Turn your head, rotation, situation. Released, knees, chest, and chin. Cobra pose, make your way out, swim forward, elbows, lift knees lower, long legs, pulling your hands. All these actions, and cobra, we rest. Gently reach the inseams of your legs and your toes, away from your spine. Exhale. So concentrate your power and a sense of readiness. Inhale, a determined press to the heels of the hands. Keep your elbows in. Come up to your knees. Come to each foot. Step in, downward facing dog pose. Inhale deeply. Exhale a lion's breath. Open your mouth. Make some noise. It's like a silent scream. Release tension. Repeat. And then 2 more Ujjayi breaths through the nose. Left leg forward. Lower your back knee, rise. Set your shoulders, ground your feet. Rotation. Breathe out one more time. Release your twist. Step forward, fold forward. Breathing in, breathing out. Inhale to stand, thumbs crossed. And exhale. Samastiti. Feet together or hip distance for Utkatasana. So if you're here together, knees can touch. You can squeeze in or work on hip distance, either way. Sink on down, low, low, low. Press your palms. Just focus on low today. You can bow forward so your spine is just comfortable. Grounding your weight into the earth. Breathe out one more time. Straighten your legs, bring down your hands, bow in. Step your right leg back to the high lunge and rise. If you pivot down to your heel, that's a good way to catch your balance, but come back to the high lunge for a bend and straighten of the front leg. Optional to bring your arms by your ears or let them be heavy. Settle down, breathe out, release your arms, hands down. Downward facing dog. Other side, high lunge. Stepping forward, rise, ground, balance, pulse. Optional arms up. Hands down, downward dog. Knees down wide between the knees, pull back, child's pose. Grounding your third eye. Inhale to tabletop. Exhale, establish the shape. Bird dog pose, right arm reach, left leg reach. Or you can just do the leg straight, long neck. One more breath. Release. Second side. For 1, 2. Really learning how to ground that top side of your foot that's back there. One of your limbs on the ground. Deeply breathe again, a little more length. Exhale, down, down. Open your right arm out to the side, breathing in. Rotation in your rib cage. Breathing out, thread the needle. Lower carefully to the side of your head. Rest your big toes together. Stay with the support of your left hand if you like. If you feel super safe, you could bring your arm off the floor. But it's very useful on the floor. In fact, you can roll towards the back of your skull if it feels good to release tension. Dropping into the meditative experience present with your body. Breathing out one last time. Inhale, open out to the side. And release. So spread that hand open and strong on the earth for the second side. Open out, breathe in. Slowly come through. So we have a level pelvis. Rotation into the mid-back. Lower carefully. Reset your supportive hand as needed. Big toes find each other to help orient you in space as you're kind of upside down and twisted. Being precise with your body. Keep it positive. One more time. Breathing out. Follow your own inhalation. Press, open, revolve, release. Coming to your forearms with your hands flat to the earth or to each other. Refine. Dolphin pose, tuck your toes, lift your knees 2 inches off the floor. Bear pose, 3, 4, 5. Now dolphin, straightening your legs. Wiggle your feet side to side to find a nice distance and then drop your head down. Flying upward energy in the belly. Our little headstand pose. Lift out of your shoulders, ground your forearm bones one more time. And release. Walk your legs back till you're in your plank. Again, ankles side to side, heels side to side, wiggle, wiggle. Forearm plank and lower. Earth hugging pose to the right side, so easy legs. Turn your cheek to the ground. Arms hugging beside the mat. Contact with the ground. Balancing the high pranic energy of the season, the long days, lots of sunshine. It's like the feeling of a full inhalation when it's almost time to breathe out. So it's an important time to stay grounded. Breathe out one more time. Return to center and support your upper body gently with your arms. So just a small lift there. Focusing on the low body, bend your knees, flex your feet. Lift your knees off the ground for 5 breaths, as high as you can. Press your feet towards the sky. Think bridge pose. And release, relax, earth hugging pose, other side. Breathe out one more time. And return to center, coming upward dog. So we need so much power to get off the ground here. Hands right by your chest, elbows strongly in. Press into your hands, hugging your elbows to rise. And then use your feet to adjust your knee position. We lift your knees or keep them down. Lift out of your shoulders, low back long, tail tuck, nose gaze. 2, 3. The legs drive the pose, especially from the feet. Knees down, cat spine, cow spine. Again, cat, full breath. Cow, heart forward, shoulders external, good, gaze down. And last one. Downward dog to find your feet. Breathing out. Right leg forward, angle your back heel, come up to the warrior A position, grounding your pelvis. Take a moment to separate your feet this way so you have space to square and come down. Feel the back arch lifting in your back foot. Okay, arrived. Now, round arms, round energy in the hands and fingers too, like the sun. And 5, warrior B, hands to your heart center. Sweep out to the side, turning your toes, stretching out your lunge, come down low. Turn to look off your front fingertips. Know yourself, keeping the front ribs drawing underneath. How do you soften your shoulders? Reverse the pattern. Round your back hand, up and back, gaze down. Keep your knees centered. Breathe out. Breathe in, coming out. Breathe out into extended side angle pose. Knowing once you know the shape, you can come in just that one breath, do a little reclining, and then hold steady. Eyes to the reaching hand. Moving your hand to the earth, step your leg back. 3-leg dog. We just did a lot of loading that hip joint. So just let the hip stretch out. You can do this from tabletop or forearms as well. Whatever feels good in the 3-leg dog position. Square your pelvis back to the ground. Breathe one time, downward dog. Left foot forward, warrior A, standing up. Not warrior, warrior. Ground your pelvis, squaring. Attention to the mother bone, the sacrum. round energy, hands, fingers, shoulders, gaze down your nose. You can let your longest fingers touch if you like. Feel the energy. Try release your hands to your heart center, breathing out. Breathe in, warrior B. Take a few rounds if you need it. Come in, reach, turn your head. Draw the front ribs under you. And soften your shoulders. Calmly abiding. Exhale for 5, rest your arms. Reverse warrior, keep your knee, or you could straighten your leg. I think we kept it out on the other side though, so try to do the same approximately. Downward gaze, shoulder off the ear. Breathe out one more time. Inhale, release, maybe heel toe your back foot. Exhale, extended side angle pose. For 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Rise, inhale, and turn to the right side of your mat, the long edge. Finding your wide stance. Tall spine, breathe in. Slow forward fold, breathing out, so that tilting forward from your pelvis. Maybe your knees bend or you keep them soft. Travel down your legs, upward belly. Right hand under your face, rotation up. Like triangle pose, try to find that sense of equal reaching. A little soft in the knees or bent. Low belly is toned. Breathe one more time. Exhale with the movement. Hand comes to center, other arm up with an in-breath. Long spine. Exhale, release. Hands back to your legs. Inhale, stand. Just gently travel up the center line. Come out to Utthita Konasana. Down the center, goddess. With the heel lift option for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release your heels, squeeze your glutes, press, rise. Star pose, 5 breaths, basking the energy of our radiant star. You also are a child of the universe. As the earth spins closest to the sun, slowly breathe out, float down your arms into your sides. Strengthening the ankles with this heel, toe, toe, heel, whichever you want to do first. Heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, all the way together. Bend your knees and step to the top section. Let's look at dancer pose. Shifting weight into your right leg. Maybe touching on a wall or having something available. So you have that support. Sometimes just knowing you have the support can be helpful. So the preparation, bringing heel towards the hip. One or both hands. So you get some opening in your front shoulders and chest. Steady eyes and breath. Take a reset if you need it. Otherwise, lean forward, lifting the knee behind you. Press your ankle into your hand or your foot into your hand, reaching opposite arm or using it wherever it's useful. Sometimes the waist is a very helpful place to remind your core muscles to help you out. 2. Bend your standing knee as much as you need to. 4 and 5. Try to release slowly and let be. Shifting to the second side. So this is beautiful golden concentration required for these poses. Notice the spaciousness. All else must go in order to do this. Preparation first, heel towards the hip. Under both hands. Reset if you feel like your standing leg is not exactly where it needs to be or you need a break. Coming forward, if you can, just carry on. So allowing the bend allows you to really use the power of the standing leg muscles. Just allow a little bend. Once you feel steady, you could explore straightening the leg more. Half bow shape, reaching forward or wherever your arm feels supportive for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Even at the very end, you got to come back in, try again. Let be. You're just using the whole time towards the practice, whatever it is. Time to come down and stretch out. Let your arms gently swing. Arms up, breathe in. Breathe out, pull strongly down. Hold for 5. You're really pulling, squeezing your shoulder blades. Inhale, soften, and let it go up again. Inhale a little more, a little bit more, till it feels like too much. And then really slowly breathe out, fold forward. So, but we notice how much we need the balance. We need the turning away from the sun as much as turning towards it. The prana and apana. Inhale, exhale. Coming through to sit down, feeling free to flow through if you want to, the up dog and down dog shapes one more time. Total option. Work as hard as you need to feel good at the end of practice. Come and sit. Rest your fingertips together. Allow that to have a harmonizing effect on your energy. Seated forward fold. Elevate your pelvis if you would like. So especially if you have lots of tightness in your low back and the back of your legs. Take a moment to fold up a blanket and sit on it. So we'll come in yang style and then finish it in the yin style. So the feet are a little bit active, drawing back towards the knees with the toes. Inhale, reach your arms. Exhale, lean forward from your pelvis. So that's so important. You won't go very far if you have your reach up high in your waist. Tilt, reach, come down, touch, and then let your head rest towards your legs. Low back and toes, low belly and toes pull back. Head reaches forward and down. Deep back body breathing. With your exhale, soften all of your muscular effort of the pose. Relax your legs, relax your spine and arms, and just hang forward. Yin style, 1 minute. Releasing the muscular effort. Breathe out one more time. Now, in a way that feels good to you, and bring your hands behind you, lift your chest, and just widen out your legs so you feel a stretch at your inseams, just in a relaxed way. Ardha Matsyendrasana. Bring your legs together and bring your right knee forward on your mat. Trying to sit on a blanket support for this one. Bring your left foot to the floor around sitting tall. Hold your shin. Breathe in. So make lots of space for that breath. And then the rotation, belly, chest, chin, eyes. Hand behind you, close to your body. Support this leg resting out or drawing in. Customize so you feel good in this shape. And happy depth for your body. One more time, breathe out. And release to center, changing sides. Let's do the sacrum balance. Catch, float. 3, 4, 5, ground your feet. Left knee forward, right foot down and coming around. Tall spine supported by the arms. Rotation starting low in the body, low in the belly. Hand behind, close to your back, close to your hip. Support your right hip and knee where they feel good. So your own degree on this side. And a gentle returning to center. Again, lean back, balance, cross your ankles, lift your arms. 5. Stick your ankles together. And 1, come on down. Malasana pose, feet together, knees wide. Option to come up off your seat and do it as a squat pose. Know yourself. I'll show this one first, then maybe play with the other one. You can widen your feet too if you would like to. Reach your arms through, letting your spine round forward. Reach as far as you can. Ground your inner feet. And release. Let your knees fall towards the floor. Bring your feet together so we seal the hands and feet for Baddha Konasana, bound angled pose. If you always weave one way, weave the other. Tall spine, breathe in. Chin to chest, take a deep breath. Lift your chin, breathe in. Heart forward, breathe out to your own degree. Elbows gently resting on your inner legs. And release back upright. Slide out your right leg for revolved Janu Sirsasana. So the legs are spread at different directions here for the side bending variation. Out and over. Support yourself. Turn to get gaze upward. Your top hand can face away. Gently lengthen your low back. Grounded in belly center. Notice how the neck is part of all of the poses. One more time. Breathe out. And a slow, mindful release with as much support from the arms as you would like, coming up. Changing sides, so wide spreading foundation. It's helpful to ground the left hand as you bring your right arm up and over, and it can face away or however it's comfortable for you. Coming on over into your side stretch, just the right amount, non-forcing. It's okay to work with some depth. That's where you grow. Take it very easy with the growing. Go slowly. Breathe one more time into that sensation and that work, grounding. Exhale. Slowly inhale and support with your hands to come out. Sitting in easy pose. Adding eagle pose arms. Lift. Lower. Open. Second side. Long. Oh, here's another pose where the shoulders come up. Then they come back into the body. Let's see. Or in the shape. Shoulder love. Exhale, release. Inhale, wings. Down the center line, breathe out. Coming to lay down, but not yet. I'm going to show you something. Just preparing, have your stuff, have your props for rest. Whatever you need for the last section to be able to stay on the ground. Plant your feet. Hold your shins. Find your samas. Find your equalness. Starting to lean back, hold firmly to your shins. Lean back until you start to stretch your shoulders. Ground your feet. Just hanging back, holding your shins. A little strengthen the tummy. Just allow your spine to release. You can even round it a little bit towards the floor because we're going to ultimately round down. So starting to round. 5 breaths, stretch your shoulders. Tuck your chin. One more. Carefully lower the rest of the way with your chin tucked and your spine round and release. Step in your feet close to your pelvis and heel toe a little bit wide. Center your skull, ground your hands, arrive, back body. Be with the energy, quality that this moving experience brings. Grounding your arms beside you. Feet a little bit wide today, maybe about as wide as your mat, and try bridging up from the wider stance. Keep your skull centered, it moves away if needed. Use your arms. One more breath in, lift up. Breath out, control the movement. Really try to find one vertebrae at a time. Pausing with each one. And the low back as well. Gradually, the sacrum. Breathe out all the way down. Landed. Knees and feet as wide as the mat again. Bring your arms out like a T. Palms up is fine. Bring both your knees over to the right side. And then over to the left side. just trying the slightly wider foot position. See how that feels. First side, second side. You can rock your skull side to side as you like. Come back to the first side for a hold. So there's an option here to pick up your right foot and put your ankle above your left knee. Only if that works for your body. It puts a lot of pressure on your hip joint, so be very aware of knee, hip, and spine always. Turn your head away. If the cross is too much, just uncross. Or try to make the shape work for your body. Approximate. Again, be still. Breath complete. Then the release. Uncross. Second side. Maybe the bottom foot comes to rest the ankle above the other knee if it doesn't put too much pressure. So you can just try arranging it a little differently so it feels okay, or releasing across. Turn your head to the right. Rest with your heart open. So the solstice means sun still. Trying to focus on stillness in our practice. Even while vibrating with all of this energy, finding stillness. The sun reaches its maximum rotation towards the sun sometime tonight, maybe into the wee hours. And then it appears to hover there. Let's release from the shape with gentleness. Rest on your back for a moment. Settle. Let the weight of your bones fall down towards your hip joints. Bring in your left knee to your chest. Hold your shin. Pump your ankle a few times. And relax. Stillness. Extending your leg, weave your fingers. Hold your leg, draw it towards you. Stretch your other one out with your toes. And release these actions for the second side, just backing out, knee to chest. Come down to your foot, bring your other knee in, weave your fingers the other way. Knee towards the chest, ankle pumps. The ankle pumps are on the list of yoga that's helpful for your foot health. So try to remember to add those in on a regular basis. Relax, be still. Change your hold to the back of your leg somewhere. Weave your fingers. Draw it towards you. Let your other leg slide out to some degree, pointing your toes of both feet. Slide in your bottom foot, bend your knee, come on down. All the way, land in your stillness. Tagata Mudra, stretch out your legs. Let's do the lying back bend for a moment where you reach your arms and that brings your low back off the ground, creating a little extension, point your toes as well. Another pose where your shoulders can come off your ears. And one more time, add a little more energy to the reach. Just gently continue in that direction. Breathing out, soften your reaching. Bring your arms into the Tagata Mudra. It's like Same standing pose on your back. So big toes touching, feet flexed like they're flat on a surface. Ground your hands into the earth beside you, breathing in deeply. Feel your ribcage grow, breathing out into your belly center. So just let all of that energy come down and centered low into your pelvis. Again. The gesture of the pool. Pool in the belly. One more breath. Deeply grounding into that low belly space. So that protects your low back. Know yourself. So if you know you can lift your legs up without straining your back, you can do that. Otherwise, you're going to do it one at a time. Let them bend and come up. If you know you have the strength, lift up straight legs. Keep lifting up or stay with your hips on the ground. Salamba, Sarvangasana. Shoulders stand, whole body supported posture. Only lift up your hips if it's in your practice. Keep the space for your neck. Fine to have your legs in the air instead. Some form of legs in air. One more breath is 5. See if you can reach your legs a little bit more. Feeling free to lower down or stay, let your legs come out and hang wide. Engaging your bandhas so that you don't overly stretch. So you're a little gathered into your center, into your pelvic floor. One more breath out, wide legs wherever you are. Inhale, strong legs come back together. Slowly lower down. Bring your legs towards you. Bring your spine down. Ananda Balasana. Wide knees, feet towards the sky. Happy baby. Try stillness today. And receive rest. Offer yourself cushioning or support as you like. Earlier today, I did a little rolled up towel on my eyes and it made so much of a difference. So give yourself covering, softness, cushioning, whatever allows you to be still, at peace, resting. Softness traveling from your heart center out into your arms and fingers. Soft hands. Allow your throat to be soft and open. Are you still holding your legs close together? Let go of the effort of holding the legs and completely let them fall out to the sides. Relax any holding in your bandhas. So you're intentionally now letting pelvic floor muscles relax completely. Low belly relaxing. Stillness. And why notice, why not? We are not separate from sun. And it's an auspicious time to align with that solar energy while it's really vibrant. And to allow yourself to feel the warm embrace of nature. Breath is natural, gently supportive. A summer day. Who made the world? Who made the swan and the black bear? Who made the grasshopper? This grasshopper, I mean the one who has flung herself out of the grass, the one who is eating sugar out of my hand, who is moving her jaws back and forth instead of up and down, who is gazing around with her enormous and complicated eyes. Now she lifts her pale forearms and thoroughly washes her face. Now she snaps her wings open and floats away. I don't know exactly what a prayer is. I do know how to pay attention, how to fall down into the grass, how to kneel down in the grass, how to be idle and blessed, how to stroll through the fields, which is what I've been doing all day. Tell me, what else should I have done? Doesn't everything die at last and too soon? Tell me, what is it you plan to do with your one wild and precious life? Resting in the now. I invite you to breathe through the left channel of your nose for a little while as you rest. Just changing that. Notice what your attention and interest does to awaken that channel, that awareness. The Ida channel, IDA. Calm and cool. The moon channel, the yin channel. Breathing out one more is 10. Gradually make your way over to that side of your body and rest there, or just continue up to seated. So go to the left today. Maybe resting your ear on your outstretched arm. Always meeting the now. Now is the first word in the Yoga Sutras. I like how she used now twice in that poem. She being Mary Oliver, of course. What a wonderful reminder in the middle, as we're in the middle of the year. This high energy time. Let's welcome the new season with interlaced fingers, sitting tall and relaxed. And if you'd like to join me for a moment in the gesture of the shell, I brought my conch shell for a visual, one of my conch shells for a visual. Hands together. So you're going to wrap your right thumb with your left fingers. Then bring your other thumb and middle finger together. Bring it into your heart center, and it represents your sankalpa, which is whatever call to awakening you might feel inspired to do, opening the door to your inner temple. Continue to hold your Shank Mudra and breathe deeply in. Om. Light in me, light in you. Same light. Namaste. Happy solstice. Thanks for joining me.